What it do, you too, man? It's that time of the day again, man. Y'all already know what it is. For the win, family, stand up, man. You know where we at with it, man. We ain't in no house, we ain't in no building, we ain't in no shade, we in the sun with it, man. We all let though. Y'all in the world still. Y'all out here in nature. Y'all in space. Y'all stuck in your mind? Where y'all at right now? Talk to me, man. I had to cut that off right there, and I'll have to bring it back with the original energy and the original intent that I started this channel with. And with that being said, y'all, hey, man, we coming straight from the book with it today, man. Sometimes it's just easier for me to express my thoughts like that, so I'ma start here. So like I said, if y'all didn't hear it yet, what I would be talking about today is the gift of failure. Now, when it comes to failure, oftentimes the only thing that we have to ask ourselves is, what are we scared of? This is your tool. Failure can either be an asset or it can be a liability. It could be your best friend or it can be your enemy. But you have to make that choice for yourself. How will you use fear, or how will you let it use you? Make that choice. That's a choice. Most of the time, it's not that one person can simply do it and the other one can't. But most of the times, it's that the one person has more self-discipline than the other person. One person has more self-control and patience. And when they're hungry and they're making their food, they can sit there and wait that full 10 minutes for their food to fully cook. While another person, they can have the same ingredients, they can have the same tools at their disposal, they can have the same utensils, the same thing to cook it with, the same stove, the same oven, all that. But they can lack the self-control. And with that being said, instead of just waiting that 10 minutes, this person tries to throw it inside in the microwave. Hey, I apologize for that for the one family. Somebody called me. Just gonna start back to where it was at, y'all. So like I was saying, man, one person may have the same tools to their disposal, yet they can lack the self-control. And instead of just waiting that 10 minutes, this person tries to just throw it in the microwave, where it cooks, or they took an attempt to cook it fully, just to learn that it's not cooked properly. And in result, this person now has a list of choices. He can want, except not eating, no food on the table. He can two, eat halfway cooked food. Hey, he eating, but he ain't eating right. Or three, he can develop the skills needed, whether it be pace, consistency, self-control, or resolve. The resolve of courage and strength. Unafraid of cooking the food halfway. But that fear of failure is now replaced with the curiosity of conquering that fear. The only thing stopping you from embracing the unknown abundance you always had access to, but allowed fear to grip you, becoming comfortable in its grip instead of gripping fear and making it your own control within that comfort or within that discomfort, which can never be destroyed. One more time. Let me go back now. That fear of failure is now replaced with the fear of curiosity of conquering that fear. The only thing stopping you from embracing the unknown abundance you've always had access to, but allowed grit. Where's this grip coming from? From fear. To stop you from becoming comfortable. And instead of gripping fear and making it your own comfort within that discomfort, in which you would never be destroyed, man, in which that fear would never come back. You made yourself comfortable within that discomfort. Shout out Dojo. Now, don't take this message, right, and aid it into dwelling the false existence of the ego. But apply this principle to the heart, to the mind, and the soul. Sow this seed and grow properly within all true existence. Realize what exists and what doesn't in reality and in your mind. To realize you're giving existence to it. Rather it be thoughts, rather it be fear, rather it be perspective, illusions, rejection, pain, failure, life. It can't exist unless you give existence to it. The existence I give to my life or failure may differ from the existence you give to your life or failure. It's not that wait, hold on. I say this to say, regardless of if you're aware or if you're not aware of it, it's a choice. You can see impossible and only see impossible, or you can see impossible and see the words I'm possible. But you have to see that for yourself. You have to become aware of it and to learn that it's a choice. Now I tend to bring clarity to thy sight and bring awareness to the abundance of tools you've always had, but used in a way to limit you and not in a way to make you dangerous. In an attempt to stop you from not being able to connect with your mind, life, and consciousness in a way that is pure and uninfluenced by things without purpose, but influenced by a higher level of mind, living, and consciousness. Now, what does that sound like to y'all? Be honest with me now. I'm gonna go back. They try to limit. Where is it at? Limit. To limit you in an attempt to stop you from connecting with your mind, life, and consciousness in a way that is pure and uninfluenced by things without purpose, but influenced by a higher level of mind, living, and consciousness. All I'm gonna say to y'all, man, watch your influences. Watch what you are feeding your mind, watch what you are feeding your soul, and watch what you are feeding your living environment, your living space, the things that you are putting around you. Because all of these things affect you in a level that is very, 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 very detrimental. And if you're not aware of it, or even if you are, it doesn't matter. It's still happening and it's still taking place. And I'm just letting y'all know, man. Beware. Allow yourselves to use fear as a tool. Use failure as a tool. Find your edge. Find the ways that you can surprise yourself. Things that you thought you couldn't do this whole time, but fear and failure held you back from reaching your highest potential. So y'all just came, man. Y'all really start using this. Like I said, there's many things that you were taught was against you or was taught that is a bad thing in society. Yet there's always a balance. We always find there's duality. In the bad, there's always good, and in the good, there's always bad. There's always a reverse. You can always use the bad for good, and you can always use the good for bad. You can always use the bad to bring karma to those who've been bad. Yet you can always use the good to bring karma to those who've been good. Yet there can always be bad people, bad things that affect the good. And there could be good things that come and spread light to the bad. It still balances out. Fear can have someone stuck in their mind, stuck in their room, scared of light, scared of grass, scared of coming outside, inside of a cave, man. And fear for another person can have this man doing things you've never seen before. Going out into large spaces and crowds and giving out hugs, influencing people in ways that you've never seen, doing things you've never seen. A man, he said, you know what, forget this, forget everything that's been standard, all the conventional ways of living life. And they go Tarzan mode on y'all, man. They go the complete opposite, the complete conventional way. well, unconventional way. They make their own way of living life on this realm, on this planet, man. And it's just to say, fear allowed that person to do that. Fear of being like everyone else, fear of being conventional, fear of being locked down to the world of other people, fear of being stuck to other people's judgments and opinions, fear of everything outside of himself. He used that fear to make himself who he is right now, to be the best version of himself who he is right now. And like I said, another person can use their fear to sit in a room in a closet all day, scared of the sun, scared of people, scared of animals. Or it can be, hey man, this is who I am. I'm about to enjoy it. Hey, y'all enjoy the video, man. For the win, family, I love y'all, man. We leaving the world, going back to nature. You already know what it is. One piece, one way, one mind. This is how we grow. Each one reach one. I love all y'all. Y'all better love me too. If you don't, it don't matter. I got people who love me. I love myself. What it is, gang. Oh yeah, I got something to show y'all. I seen the second sun. I ain't even gonna say too much.
Made love with ecstasy. Guess it is my recipe. Some blind eye, I can't see what it is, baby, what you need. It's good, baby, fantasy. Won't hurt you now, set you free. In my own recipe.